Hey, it's good to have you back. Episode 44. Nervous, excitement, and the mystery of the unknown. Lately, I'm thinking about this more and more. Because it's different this time, and I'm not sure why. It's not as if I haven't done this before. You know, standing outside a door you've never walked through before. Maybe it's the lobby of a new job, or the pavement outside a yoga class you signed up for on a whim for more in real-life experiences. Or your own bedroom, staring at an email draft that starts with, "Hi, I wanted to reach out." Your hand is on the handle. And suddenly you notice everything. The tiny squeak of your shoes or slippers on the floor. The hum of the lights. How your breath feels a little too shallow, like it forgot the rhythm it's known your whole life. And your body says, "Something's happening." Your mind says, "What if we mess this up?" That's the place where nervousness and excitement hold hands. And it's such a strange kind of magic. Welcome back to the Pivot Era podcast. Today, we're talking about nervous excitement and the mystery of the unknown. Not the high-stakes kind of unknown. More like the quiet, will it or won't it? Like the, I don't know who I'll be after this. This might change my life in a small but real way. Or I can't predict the outcome, but I can feel the door opening. And if you're listening to this while navigating a career pivot or the weird emotional changes of Gen Z work, or that soft ache of imposter syndrome for whatever generation you belong to, I just want to say, you're not alone in this. Sometimes growth doesn't feel like fireworks. Sometimes growth feels like a stomach drop and a spark at the exact same time. Here's a thought that might land better with what I mean to say. Nervousness and excitement are cousins. Biologically, they can look almost identical. Heart rate up, energy buzzing, a little shakiness, your body preparing to move. But the story you attach to the sensation, that's where the difference lives. If the story is, "I'm not ready," it becomes fear. If the story is, "I'm stepping towards something," it becomes possibility. And most of us don't get taught how to tell the difference. We're taught to be confident, to be certain, to have a 5-year plan that sounds clean and impressive. But real life doesn't really move like that, does it? Real life is more like fog. The silent half smile at the same time your shoulders start again, speaking silently, as they hunch up and down, with the message loud and clear, saying, "I don't know." You take a few steps, and the path appears just enough for the next few steps again, and the cycle continues. And if you're in a pivot season, that fog can feel personal. Like it's your fault you can't see clearly. But the fog isn't a failure. Sometimes it's just the environment of becoming. When things feel wildly different and unstructured, it helps to have form, just something that can help hold. It's like scaffolding. Nothing sharp, more like a way to hold and balance. There are 3 levels to this thinking. It's about reframing through naming it, normalizing it, and giving it a nudge. Let me give you a few examples. So for name it, instead of saying "I'm spiraling," just try this: "I'm feeling nervous excitement," or "I'm having a moment." There's something powerful about simple, accurate language. It gives you back a little ownership. Normalize it. This part matters, because the unknown often triggers a secret belief. But if you're doing something that matters, of course you feel this. Every artist, every first-time manager, every person changing industries, every human trying to be honest about what they want. Nervous excitement is not a sign you're unqualified. It's often a sign you care. Next, nudge it. Not shove, not force. Just one small action that honors the direction you're leaning. Send the email, open the doc, practice the intro, walk into the room. One nudge is enough to teach your body. We can move while we feel this. And here's where the mystery of the unknown gets tender. Because we don't just fear outcomes. We fear identity shifts. Like, what if I try this and I'm not the type of person who succeeds at it? What if I change and the people around me don't recognize me? What if I outgrow a version of my life that used to fit? The unknown isn't just a blank page. It's a mirror. It asks, who are you when you can't perform certainty? Who are you when you're still learning your own shape? And maybe that's why this feeling is so intense, because the stakes aren't just external. The stakes are internal as well. If you're in that place right now, I want to ask you a soft question. What are you calling fear? That might actually be readiness? Readiness doesn't always feel calm. Sometimes it feels electric. Sometimes it feels like you want to run, and also like you want to stay. The unknown is not empty. It's full of information your mind doesn't know how to measure yet. And honestly, you don't need to understand everything to take one honest step. A lot of people wait to feel fearless. But fearless isn't the goal. Grounded is, and grounded doesn't mean I'm not scared. Grounded means I can feel the fear and still treat myself gently. I can be uncertain and still be loyal to what matters. Now, let's do a tiny practice together. Just a few breaths. Wherever you are, try this. Think of one unknown you're facing, something real but not overwhelming. Now, notice what your body does when you think about it. Is it tight? Buzzing? Heavy? Restless? Just notice, no fixing. And then ask yourself, if this feeling had a message, what would it say? Maybe it says, pay attention. Maybe it says, this matters. Or it's saying, go slow but go. And if you can, place one hand somewhere comforting. Your chest, stomach, shoulder, wherever is comfortable for you. And say out loud, I can be nervous and still be brave. Not big brave, not movie scene brave, just human brave. That's it. Before we close, a few soft takeaways you can keep in your pocket. Nervous excitement is often a compass, not a stop sign. The unknown is not proof you're lost. It might be proof you're in transition. A career pivot doesn't require perfect confidence. It requires consistent care. And if you're navigating imposter syndrome, listen hard. Feeling like an imposter often shows up when you're expanding into rooms you once dreamed of. You don't have to bully yourself into belonging. You can let belonging be something you grow into, gradually. If this episode found you, I hope it felt like a small lantern, not a map, just enough light for the next step. And if you want, share this with someone who's standing outside a new door themselves. Because sometimes the most healing thing is hearing. Me as well. Even from a calm voice in your headphones. I'll leave you with this. The unknown isn't asking you to be fearless. It's asking you to be present. With that, talk soon. This is an AI voice-powered podcast shared by humans who simply want to connect across generations and normalize the art of starting again. New episodes drop weekly. Share it with someone who's navigating their own pivot or who needs to hear that beginnings aren't failures. They're growth.